Hi, this is Vicki Romaine with Cheerful Greetings, and today I'm going to make a folio. This time I'm going to use a kit from Marissa of Sweet Pea Curiosities. And the reason I want to do this particular kit is to show you that there's so many pages in here that you can use. Here are the pieces I've cut out already, and then I've got all of these others that I haven't even started on to cut out. And truth may be told, I may not use them all, but you have loads and loads of choices. I will probably have to do this tutorial in two parts, as it is fairly long. I will be skipping a few steps, though, that are repetitive, but I will be showing you the main steps creating this folio. The first thing I want to do with my pieces is to distress them. Even though most of the pieces, if you will notice, have a vintage look and seem to be distressed on the edges anyway. The reason I want to do this is because as you cut your papers out, you will have a white border showing the actual paper, and I don't want that to show, so that I'm going to cover that up. Also, sometimes I don't cut exactly on the line, and a little white will show, and distressing it some more will help cover the mistakes I make. Also, I like my edges just a little darker. This looks like paper, but what it is lightweight cardstock. If you will notice, these sheets, and not all of them, but the majority of them have a tab on the side, and that is where you put your glue. You don't have to make one yourself. It comes automatically in the digitals. And what I usually do, it doesn't show here, but I take my ruler and I put it on the top side, on the good side of my tab, and bend it over my ruler, and then I bend it back the way it's supposed to be, and that will have my tab ready to glue. I did this prior to recording so that you will notice when I bend it over that the fibers are already broken and will bend easily. I will glue another section of the folio on, and that'll give you an idea of how the folio goes together. I have glued the last large page of the folio on, and if you notice, there's a little space between each of the pages, and that's so that the page will bend easily. I'm going to put the last small page on my folio now, and if you will notice, the tabs are now on the left side. At the beginning, when I started putting them together, they were on the right side. Therefore, one of the middle pages did not have a tab, as there was a tab for the left side and a tab for the right side as I went through the folio. And these are already marked on the digital kit. You don't have to worry about it. You just put it together, putting the tabs underneath the preceding page. I now have the front side of my folio completely finished as far as putting it together is concerned. I'm going to wait now and let it just sit here for a few minutes and dry completely. In the meantime, I have a couple of tags that I have already distressed, and I'm going to work with them just a little bit. And that's only because I'm just waiting for the folio to dry so that I can start working on the back side. I have cut out a couple of these labels or tags. If you notice, there's a couple of different designs there, and I cut out two which were alike, and I will show you how I use them. As I said, they have different patterns on the ends, so you want to make sure you match them up. All right, here's my tag. What I did was cut a tab off of each one, and as I said previously, everything has been distressed. Now, I could put these back to back and just have one tag, but what I wanted to do was leave the back so that you could write on it. But I don't really care for this pure white background, so what I'm going to do is distress my edges again. I've already distressed it on the front side. I'm going to distress it again and smear a little of the distressed ink, which, by the way, I'm using Vintage Photo. I'm going to distress the whole back side just a little bit, just to put a little color on it so that it's not completely white. To finish off my two tags, I put some stickles at the bottom. If you can see down here, I put a couple of stickles. I just gave it a little bling, and put some up in the top left-hand corner on this one and the bottom right-hand corner. Okay, I'm just trying out my tag in my first pocket here to see how it does, and it works fine. Now, if you will notice, the inside of the folio is fairly plain. There's very little design in it, and that's where we're going to be putting most of our pockets and embellishments. So I'm going to go ahead and put these inside pieces on, and then in my next video I will show you how I decorated it. I'm checking the outside to make sure the inside pieces aren't seen from the outside. My folio on the inside is now complete. I have put all the pieces in. So I will be ending this tutorial. If you come back and see part 2, you will see how I decorated my folio. In the meantime, visit Sweet Pea Curiosities and see what folio digital kit she has available and try your hand at this. In the meantime, please subscribe and come back and see me. Have a great crafting day. Bye.